Hello, welcome to the TED Spot. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. I got a little subconscious joke for you guys. Other people's kids, other people's wives, other people's husbands, other people's dogs, other people's animals in general. You ever go over to someone's house and you're like, oh man, I just want to hang out, want to have a good time. Oh, it's so good to see you. And then all of a sudden their kid comes up and they have to change a diaper, or they have to do anything to feed the kid. They have to just take care of the kid in general. And you're just like, hey, what's going? Can you give me a minute? And then their dog runs up and they start jumping on you. And then their wife is like, honey. And you're like, oh my god, are we ever gonna hang out? Or when you're out and other people's spouses are out there, and you're just like, I really wanted to just chill with you. And we all think that like that. I've talked to so many people about this. Like, why is he here? Isn't this supposed to be like just girls just want to have fun tonight with no dudes? Why is he here? You know, and it's it's one of those things that we don't want to admit because we want to be nice, but we all think like that. It's like, I just want to drink a 12 pack and chill. And then you go to your friend's house and their kid's on the couch and you have to talk nice. You have to filter what you say. You can't talk about, the basics of what all dudes talk about, or the basics of what all chicks talk about. You have to filter yourself. And then not to mention if you're over at your friend's house and he's having a hard time with his wife and he wants to vent, and then she's around and you're like, oh, didn't you want to say something? Because we all hang out with our friends to talk shit about everybody else. But bottom line, it turns into a giant knitting circle when you're out with your friends. It does. And it's supposed to be like that because, or else we would all be on the couch spending $150 an hour saying, oh man, blah, blah, blah needs to be blah, like blah, blah, blah. No, you can't just change people. You can't just change people. So hanging out with your friends is very healthy, but it always is a little annoying when their counterparts or anything else is in the way. Or their wives are nagging them on the phone, like, when are you going to come home? When are you going to come home to me? Like, we don't spend enough time together in the first place? Are you just all of a sudden, then, are you neglected all of a sudden? Like, oh man, it's been like 20 minutes and he hasn't called me. Oh, I guess he doesn't love me. Oh man, but it's so true. And then you go to your friend's house and their dog is jumping on you, and you're like, okay, cool, I'm allergic to dogs, or oh, it just licked me, I'm wearing my nice clothes. Oh, hey, can we like lock that thing in the closet or something? I I have dogs too, so I assume my friends feel the same way. They're just like, oh, okay, cool, we got dogs. Their dogs. Oh, the dog's barking. The dogs just jumped in the swimming pool. We have to go out there, clean up the dog's poop, and it just goes on and on. It just goes on and on. These are some of the annoyances of being a middle-aged person. Things start to annoy you that really didn't annoy you before, but now they do. You're just like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. Everybody turns into Larry from Curb Your Enthusiasm, and all of a sudden everybody wants to tell you, get the hell out. It's true. It's very true. It's like, get the hell out of here, Larry. Yes, get the hell out of here, Ted. Nobody likes you. Well, I like me, and I am good enough. And that's all that matters is I like me. And sometimes I look in the mirror and I blow myself kisses. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't need to sit on the couch and pay $150 an hour just to feel self-worth. because I am worth it. I'm not against counseling. If you need counseling, go get counseling. Counseling is healthy for some people, but so is just going outside. So is smacking some balls around on the golf course with your best buddy. That's all healthy. But other people's kids, other people's wives, other people's jobs, like, oh, you got to go to work? I want to hang out that night. Other people's bosses, it just goes on. Other people's things. I like my things, and I know that my things annoy people too. That's why they're mine. Other people, my things, they're all just things. That's what it comes down to. That's why we have to be tolerant for other people's things and other people's time. Oh, well, how about my time? Everybody's a little bit selfish, and rightfully so. You're supposed to be selfish. If you're not selfish, you're not taking care of yourself. But up to a certain point. Up to a certain point, you have to bend the rules of how selfish you really are. Everybody has that problem, whether they want to admit it or not. Like me. I. Okay, at what point do we even give a shit? You know? Well, what point do we give a shit about me, I, or you, or him or her, or the dog, or the kid? Because it's all people. It's all contractual engagements. We all have to put up with each other's things. That's what it comes down to. Well, I hope you enjoyed this rant of other people's things, other people's stuff, other people's families. That's why we have friends, so we can all talk about it. But you have to get over that barrier when you walk in. You're like, okay, is the kids asleep? Is the wife gone? Is the beer cold? How long can you really stay out? You have to get through that. Well, thanks for watching the TED Spot. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Peace out.